Coach make his opening statement, and then we'll have questions for players.
Yeah, just real quick, good win for us. Second half, I thought we played about as well as we've played just about in any half all year, so we did a really good job there. I want to make sure I say happy Thanksgiving to everybody and thank all the people that came, all the students. You have the cheerleaders, dance team that are here during Thanksgiving break. Thank all of them. And good to get this win, and now we got to continue to grow as a team and get better as we move forward.
Just talk about coming into the night, what the year's been like for you, how you feel about how things have gone so far.
Definitely, I've been struggling prior to this game and everything, but honestly, it was nice to see my parents come out here for this game. I think it added like a common element for me. They're always in my corner and things like that, so seeing them at the game made me, be like, I got to play better for them.
Bill and Anthony, can you talk about that decisive run at the start of the second half? They got it to 2. There was the timeout. Bill started with the and one, and then it seemed to just snowballed from there. Can you talk about that, please?
Really, Coach jumped us, really telling us we got to play better, come out and play better. So that's what really happened.
Yeah, he jumped me specifically on that play. So I was like, I had to play better from that point on. It was a loose ball. I ain't chase it down, let the other team get it. But, I just took it, took it in stride, things like that. He's going to do that, and maybe I had to be better for the team after that point on.
They're a young team, Stetson, but Diawa, I think is his name. It seemed like he was getting his shots early in the game, Phil, and then the defense started to clamp down. Can you talk about that and facing a player like that, so young and so talented?
Yeah, he's young and talented, but I think not just my defense or anything like that, but a lot of help defense from Danny, block shots and things like that, and our guards was pressuring, from the jump, and then their leading scorer Perry, we pretty much locked him down, so that was the main element, was getting him out the game and things like that. So.
So just, last year was kind of an odd situation where you're just pretty much surrounded by guards all the time. This year, you guys are a little more traditional with Danny back and forth. Has that been a little bit of an adjustment for you?
Yeah, we got a lot of depth on this team, and like our coach said in the locker room, it's everybody's time. It's going to be different people that's going to be shining every game and things like that. And finally today was my turn, but and Anthony came out and did great too. So we got a lot of depth on this team and things like that. But it's been an adjustment. But I like it though. He's a tremendous player. Danny is.
Anthony, is it good to be home because you had a lot of road games at the start of the season, especially at Wright State, and then go to Columbus, but you're going to be home for this week for 3 games. You're starting to build some momentum, and then you have to go back on the road again out to El Paso.
It's good to play. It's always good to play in front of the fans. So this little trip we got to handle business, then go to El Paso and handle business down there too.
Any more questions for players? All right. Thank you.
All right, Phil. Good job. Yeah, good job, Phil.
How important is it in the grand scheme of things? Phil maybe hasn't been as good as you thought he would be. You're still sitting at 6-1, but in the grand scheme of things, how important is he to your team?
Well, he's a huge part of the team. So, it's good to see him get going a little bit today. And it's not always easy when you have high expectations and we have a bunch of new guys and trying to figure things out. And he's had foul trouble in a lot of games. So, he's an important piece. It was good to see him play well tonight, and I expect him to continue to play well moving forward. He's a really good player. So there's a lot of guys that over the course of time will go through some ups and downs during the season. It just happened to be, the start of the year hasn't been great for him, and foul trouble has really hurt him as well. So he hasn't been able to stay in games long enough. So today was good. He competed against a good, you guys had mentioned it, a really good front court kid. He's a freshman, but he's a good player. And I thought we competed pretty well there. We just got to do a better job rebounding as a group.
Rob, I asked Anthony, I'll ask you the same question now. You've been on the road for a while, now you're gonna be home for,
Yeah.
you know, you won the first game, but you've got two good, I say, not good, but you're facing two Horizon League teams that you know. Detroit has Davis and his son, and of course, whatever's going to come out of Cleveland State. But what do you need to do, what does the team need to do to build some things before you go back out on the road to El Paso?
I think the biggest thing is game over game, taking joy in watching your teammates play well. That's really the biggest thing. You just got to, you know, some nights, tonight we had 5 guys in double figures. You know, some nights it may be 6 guys. Some nights somebody may have it going and somebody else may only take 3 or 4 shots. The thing that I thought we took out of, or I hope we took out of the Ohio State game was the balance that Ohio State has and how they play. To me, I think their leading shot taker averages 8 shots a game. So those guys play the right way all the time, and in doing that, I think they all look good because they're efficient. They move the basketball. And I thought tonight we had 17 assists on 30 baskets, which is good. You know, we had some offensive rebound putbacks, so some of your baskets aren't going to be assisted because they're offensive rebounds. We probably had 4 or 5 of those. So we really tried to share the basketball. Defensively, I think we've been pretty good all year. You know, the rebounding is something that is concerning because we have to get other guys outside of Phil and Danny to defensive rebound, especially in the front court. So we'll continue to grow and try to get better as a team, but happy to be 6-1. Challenge on Tuesday, play one of the nation's leading scorers along with a team we played last year, and then Saturday, you know, a rival of ours up the road in Cleveland State. So 2 games that I know are going to be challenging games, and we'll try to attack them each, you know, as we move up here this week.
This game a little tricky, just, you know, you hadn't played since Monday. It was obviously a tough game. You come out of Thanksgiving, just...
Yeah, the whole thing. They play a lot of zone. First team we've seen that plays a lot of zone. Guys that we're not really familiar with. You know, the Cleveland State and Detroit guys, we've played them a lot. So as a staff, we're a little more familiar with those guys, Midwest players mostly. So we're a little more familiar. The zone, different. Haven't seen that press. But that, to me, isn't why, you know, the first half we did a bad job on the glass and we had too many turnovers. Second half, I thought we did a little bit better job rebounding the ball. We certainly were able to get some turnovers, create some offense off our defense. And, you know, it was good to be able to finally win a game where we were able to get some separation. We haven't had a ton of those, so it was good to see.
Couple games past halfway through your non-conference, so what strides have you guys taken so far? Of course, a 6-1 record, so that's impressive, but what strides have you guys taken that you needed to take? What strides do you still need to take to?
Yeah, defensively, I think we're establishing an identity defensively, and I think we've gotten better, certainly better than last year. Having Danny back, I think, has something to do with that because he blocks shots and affects shots at the rim. Our guards, Booman at the point of the defense, he creates turnovers and speeds guys up. So I think defensively we've been pretty good this year. We've got to continue to get better on the glass. We have to continue, in my mind, to be selfless as a team. And that's not always easy when you have a lot of guys who, you know, who have had some individual success or who want to have some individual success. But you have to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. And we're still developing that. I think we're getting better at that. And that's going to be a key moving forward. We also have to be a little bit more physical at the rim because we have to be able to draw more fouls, in my opinion, than what we're drawing.
Any more questions for Coach?
All right, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it.